The following docuseries explores the experiences of those on the front lines of the response to serious injury and fatal road collisions. It includes references to traumatic events, injury, loss of life, and the emotional impact of this work, including references to post-traumatic stress. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Krystal Arch. I'm a paramedic with the Health Services Authority EMS department. Probably over my last 8 years, I've probably responded to well over 40 fatalities in Grand Cayman. When we have a dispatch that comes in for a serious accident, whether it be a motorbike or multi-vehicle, the first thing that comes to mind is, are we going to have more than one patient? If we have more than one patient and 911 is able to identify that we do have multiple victims, it then becomes a thought process of what do we need on scene? How many ambulances do we need? Do we need fire? Do we need police to block off the road? What do we need to manage the scene appropriately and get these people either out of the vehicles or to the hospital in a timely manner? You're relying on your training. You're remembering that ABC, this is what needs to be done. This is who I need to call. This is what needs to be communicated, and how to properly communicate that we have had a serious incident on our hands to police and to the hospital emergency room so they can all prepare appropriately. We had a call come in that was pretty serious for a single vehicle that overturned. We weren't aware on how many people were in the vehicle. So we jump up, we're ready to go, we're responding, and it starts pouring rain. You can hardly see vehicles in front of us, and we're just thinking to ourselves, this is not gonna be pretty, because we can't hardly see the road. How are we gonna get these people in the ambulance and packaged appropriately and extricated appropriately with this type of weather? First thing our job is to determine is how many patients do we have? How many patients, what resources do we need? So we get out of the ambulance, we have a jump bag with us, and we see 3 people spread out in one area and then one that's way farther down the road. Once we're there and we're triaging and we're trying to determine who needs to go to the ambulance first, who has a more severe injury, what can we treat, what can we fix now, back there you have 2 patients, one that's barely breathing, one that's screaming their head off in pain. It is quite overwhelming when we have these incidents with multiple patients, and you just feel helpless at times because you cannot give them everything they need in that moment because you have to prioritize who is more severe. The later at night it is, usually the worse the accident gets because people are trying to get home, they've been out at a party drinking, and they're impaired going home. So for the months that followed, it was a bit like I needed to do my part. I needed to make sure that I wasn't drinking and driving. I wasn't getting behind the wheel with just feeling a little tipsy. I can make it home, it's fine. I was pretty hard on my family and my friends about it. And I don't think they understood why I was being so adamant about it, but it was kind of my way of making sure they would be okay. It's taught me that life is very, very precious. I go to work on a random Friday night and we may be fine, we may not have any calls. The next night, somebody loses their life, and it's all because, of a decision that maybe shouldn't have been made. The hardest part of my job is not knowing who in the community is next. Because something I've learned doing this job is that you don't know when's the last time you're gonna see somebody.